Oops, missed one. I'm also going to plant these potatoes. You can see where they've gone over. Not only does this one have the leaf and stem starting, it's got little white roots starting on it. And I've got several of them that are like that. So this is what you do with a potato when it goes to seed. And basically this is how a potato goes to seed. There's another one with some roots on it. And there's another one with some roots on it. As you cut it in little squares or little cubes that let the plant, do what it does, and then you let it air out so this portion here that is showing the cut potato dries. Does that make sense? Because you want it to dry. That way the water doesn't get into it and it doesn't rot it. And then the little eyes like that will start to grow. And what the eyes are doing right now on these larger ones is actually feeding off the potato. So, but again, now's the time. The next 2 weeks are supposed to be perfect growing time. Highs of 56 to 62, rain every other day. That way they get in, they get started, they get all the watering they need. They don't need me to take extra special care of them. You can also tell these needed to. Let me see if I can turn this just a little. Because you can see where the inside of the potatoes are starting to go bad. That's what those little brown spots are. So it's just starting to go bad. There's another one on the inside right there. It's just starting to go bad with the little brown spots. So again, best time in the world to get them into the ground now. So anyway, forgot to mention that one with the seeds. Those will be the potatoes that we're going to plant too. And again, I will talk to you when we get out to the garden. So this is Nita with the Timepiece Garden. Panda has gone off that way. She's doing the wild dog of Borneo thing today. She's not on patrol. Anyway, had errands to do earlier and talked to the guys because it's finally, the road's dried up enough about getting me my wood. So they just delivered it, which is awesome. So now I'm outside and I've taken off my 2 cold frames. You can see my spinaches are still there. I can still pick some leaves off of them, but they're just about at the end of their season. Those are the 4 patches of lettuce that are left. Again, I'm not harvesting any of that. It's gone bitter. Again, it's the end of its season. But what I'm going to show you are my walking onions, which is just utterly crazy. If you look at those two act like it wasn't even winter. Those are awesome. I will not be harvesting them this year, though. I want them to divide and divide and divide again, because most of them, like these guys right here. I mean, this is just, the ends have all been frozen. Now, I'm assuming the bulb is still good. There's another one where the bulb is still good, but he's, they had it rough. There's another one. There's 2 more right there. There's a little one right there. So it looks like they made it. I have more than I thought I had. But there's another one. They've just had it rough. They're not happy to be in my garden right now type thing. So, while it's awesome I still have onions, again, I planted others because I know I will not be harvesting any of my walking onions this year. I need them to, get re-strong and get regrown, or, figure out why I had 50 plus walking onions and I'm down to 2 healthy and some that are trying to come back. The next question is this is where I was going to put my radishes and my spring, beets and turnips, because I was going to move my walking onions up here. I don't know if I want to wait a week and just, see how they are without the hoop, see if it just kills them off, or if they just, come back even better. I don't know. Part of me thinks wait a week. Part of me thinks go ahead and finish cleaning up some leaf debris in my aisles. Go ahead and start on that back row of bricks that I was going to put in here and clean up the leaf debris out of there. And just kind of give it a week. Today's only Monday, so give it till next Monday. I'm going to let the walking onions tell me what they're going to do. Before I just transplant them type thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think they're going to sit here for a week. And I'll just keep an eye on them. And I'll go from there. So otherwise, hope you all having a great day. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll go show you some wood. How about that? Give me a couple seconds. It's just a quick 30 seconds. There's some wild funguses here in Arkansas. This is my little, my clover patch where the corn used to be. For some reason, the edge of this stump, in between the bark and the wood, there's a fungus growing. Don't know if it's a mushroom type fungus or just a mycelium type fungus, but it's a fungus. And it looks like a bright orange tongue sticking out at me going, meh, 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 meh. That's what it looks like. Anyway, I thought I'd share. I thought that was funny. I will talk at you later. Alrighty. So, that's one of my 12, or 2 by 12 by 12 boards that I'm going to use to make the loft ladder. And you can see that it goes way up top. I took the larger size because I'm going to have to make steps on it anyway. And so the extra is what I'll be using to make the steps on. You can see that I've got at least 2 feet extra because the bottom should actually go to here. That way you've got room to literally step up here, go this way and then work your way up the ladder. So I'll probably cut it down to about 10 feet and then you flatten the bottom there so it sits properly and cut a triangle there so it catches on the ledge, both above and below. So there's, I don't know, maybe a step, if not 2 steps that will come off of this, off the 2 ends. I'll do the same thing to the secondary board, which will be, the right side of the steps. And then the extra boards that I have will create all the other steps in between. Having said that, looking at the boards, this one is full of knots. Big knot here, that I can tell. A couple more on the other side. I will probably not use this one for a sidewall, just because I don't want the knots to not correctly hold the actual steps. You can see this has got some little knots, but that won't make the step excessively loose. But like that one, there's a little knot there, but no big knots. But anyway, I'll figure out which 2 for sure to use the steps. Hey, which one I'm not. And again, I kind of showed you this once before. This is where the flat line of the steps are supposed to be. Does that make sense? And again, this is too long as it is right now, so they don't even match up. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then I'll have a permanent ladder in here, which is, again, an awesome thing. So I can, actually put stuff up there for storage. All right, anyway, the wood's here. And I'll talk at you later.